Gauchos, I'm Celie, the producer of UCSB TV, and I want to welcome you to our first episode for the 2018-2019 year. We're your source for information about on-campus events, Gauchosports, and local news. Let's go to Sreya to see what's going on this week.
Hey everyone, it's Sreya, and here are this week's events. This Friday, October 19th, catch a musical performance from Tropa Magica at the Multicultural Center Theater. The Pacheco Brothers' unique brand of psychedelic cumbia punk is both enchanting and inviting, so if this sounds like your thing, head on over to the theater at 7:30 p.m. for a night you won't soon forget. On Sunday, October 21st, Ambassador Dennis Ross of the Washington Institute for Near East Policy will be giving a talk on Trump's controversial and often contradictory Middle East policies. He will also be discussing what effective policy in the region would look like and in what areas Trump's policy is lacking. Ambassador Ross will be at Corwin Pavilion at 3 p.m., so don't miss this educational opportunity. On Tuesday, October 23rd, Joan Halifax will be at Campbell Hall to discuss with Pico Iyer her life as a Zen Buddhism priest, activist, teacher, and many other roles. She will also be discussing her latest book, Standing at the Edge, and the insights that she has gained from that. Her appearance will be in Campbell Hall at 7:30 p.m. On Wednesday, October 24th, the MCC will be screening Strong Island as part of their Cup of Culture series. The film follows the family of William Ford Jr. and how they cope with the acquittal of his murderer. If that sounds interesting to you, head over to the MCC Theater at 6 p.m. Finally, on Thursday, October 25th, Dr. Lorgia Garcia Pena will be speaking at the MCC about how to create and maintain safe spaces for immigrant students on college campuses. She will be discussing at length how to combat this culture of terror and hate being spread, while also engaging with challenging concepts. Dr. Garcia Pena is scheduled to speak at 6 p.m. in the MCC Theater. If you want any more information about these events, then head to the UCSB events page to find out more. That's all for this week. Now back to you, Celie.
Hey Gauchos, let's take a look at what's going on this week. According to the Bottom Line, the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees Local 3299 are planning to strike for 3 days from October 23rd to October 25th. The AFSCME is the largest union for UC employees. This strike is in response to their previous strike in May, when thousands of workers across the UCs protested the outsourcing of jobs. Since May, the union and the UC have not reached a contract, and this lack of resolution is what's prompting the workers to strike again. You can find the full article on the Bottom Line's website. In other news, the Daily Nexus reports that the Isla Vista Community Relations Committee hosted the Pardo Carnival for the 10th year in a row. The carnival took place last Saturday, October 12th, and on the 6-5 block of Pardo Road. The IVCRC started the tradition of this fun event in 2008 in order to bring UCSB students and the Isla Vista community together. This year's carnival featured booths from various AS organizations and local businesses, with the iconic Ferris wheel as one of the main attractions. Head to thedailynexus.com to find out more about this event. That's all for this week's news update. Now let's go to Kalisha with sports.
Hey Gauchos, it's Kalisha with your weekly sports update. Our men's water polo team won 3 games this past week against Pomona Pitzer 12-7, Long Beach State 11-9, and Pepperdine 10-6. But unfortunately, they could not pull out a win against Cal with a final score of 8-19. The women's volleyball team lost to Cal Poly with a final score of 0-3. The men's soccer team went into overtime against UC Irvine, but couldn't pull ahead. The game ended in a 2-2 tie. The women's soccer team beat UC Riverside 1-0, but fell to Long Beach State with a final score of 0-1. Coming up this week, the men's water polo team takes on Pacific and Cal. The women's volleyball team takes on Long Beach State and Cal State Northridge. The men's soccer team takes on UC Davis and Cal State Northridge. And finally, the women's soccer team takes on Cal State Fullerton, Hawaii, and Cal State Northridge. Head to ucsbgauchos.com for more information. Now back to you, Celie.
That's all for this week's episode. You can find our episodes on the Associated Students YouTube channel, on UCSB TV's Facebook page, and on Gaucho Space. Also, be sure to follow us on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter at AS_UCSB TV. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you next week.